Hey, it's me. So, there's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. It's this idea of life moving in cycles, in and out, opening and closing, like a breath, expansion and contraction. I know we've talked about this before, but I feel the need to go deeper with it. Not just the concept, but like how to actually live with it, especially when the cycle turns inward and things feel tight or hard. When we're in a state of expansion, it's like everything flows. You feel open, loving, honest, grounded in something real. Life responds to that. You move through your day with more ease, more clarity. The people around you feel different too. It's not always dramatic or loud, usually it isn't. Sometimes it's just a quiet sense of peace, a deep exhale. That openness creates more of itself, a soft rhythm that keeps moving forward. And contraction has its own rhythm, and it's not wrong. It's just harder to meet without resistance. That part of us wants to close, to protect, to shut down. It's often running the show when we feel fear or blame, self doubt or resentment, when we're pretending everything's fine when it's not, or when we push away the truth of what we're actually feeling. What makes contraction painful isn't the contraction itself, it's when we don't see it. When we think it's happening to us instead of through us, and that's when we get stuck. We stop being able to receive what life is offering. And instead of turning inward with care, we go numb. We build walls. And then we wonder why we feel empty, disconnected, frustrated, or bitter. If you're willing to be honest with yourself, if you can see the shutdown happening without judging it, something will start to shift. You realize the tightness isn't permanent. The anger or grief or fear isn't too much. It's just energy looking for a way out. You don't need to fix it. You don't need to force yourself to feel better. It's more just staying present with it, letting it be there. That alone starts to change everything. There's a kind of strength that comes from being able to say, this hurts, and I can be with it. Not from gritting your teeth or trying to prove something, from a quiet trust in your own capacity. That's what breaks the cycle. When you stop pushing the pain away, you stop generating more pain on top of it. And then, without even trying, the contraction softens. Slowly, naturally. You feel yourself coming back into your body. You notice that something tight has started to breathe again. The fear turns into clarity. The resentment loosens. The grief begins to move. And sometimes, on the other side of that, there's a kind of pleasure, not in the big dramatic sense, more a subtle return to life, aliveness, connection. This is what real growth looks like. Not avoiding the hard parts, letting them be part of your wholeness. And not only that, it's about learning how to hold the good too. That might sound strange, but a lot of us don't know how to do that. We want joy, love, fulfillment, but when it actually arrives, we tense up, we get anxious, we wait for it to disappear, for the other shoe to drop, or we try to grab onto it so tightly that we crush it. The same way we resist pain, we often resist pleasure. We might welcome it in theory, And deep down, there's a part of us that pulls away. And if we don't look at that, if we don't get honest about our relationship to joy, we'll keep sabotaging it. Not because we're broken, because we haven't yet learned how to stay open when life gets good. So that's the practice. Being just as present with pleasure as we are with the pain. Not clinging to it, not bracing for it to vanish, but letting ourselves feel it fully. Even if it stirs up fear, even if it doesn't last. Because when we can do that, we start to live a different way, more whole, more awake. You might notice subtle patterns like a quick tension in your chest when you feel love, or a thought that says, this can't last. Those aren't things to fight. Notice them, meet them with curiosity. The more you do, the more you stretch your capacity to hold life, all of it, without shutting down. And when contraction comes again, you won't panic. You won't spiral into old stories. You'll know it's just part of the rhythm. Something passing through, something asking to be felt and met. There's something else I want to bring in. It's about how we live, not just what we feel. There's different levels we move through as we grow. Some of us live mostly in our heads. We imagine conversations, play out fantasies, daydream. There's nothing wrong with imagination. It's amazing. But when we're always in it, we miss what's real. We use up our energy in stories instead of life. And over time, that leaves us feeling flat or disconnected. Others live through the lens of other people. We make choices to impress, to be liked, to fit in. We do things because they'll look good or because we're afraid to disappoint. Again, it's not wrong. It's just limited because we lose touch with what we actually want, with what feels true in our own body. There's another way. We can live from our own center. When we act not for attention or approval, but rather because something feels alive in us. It doesn't mean we're always confident or certain. It means we're honest and we're learning to trust what's real for us, even if it doesn't look perfect from the outside. Most of us live in a mix of all three, and I think that's normal, natural. Some parts of us are awake, others are still stuck in performance or fantasy. The key is noticing where we are, gently, not to judge, to become more aware. Because the more we see, the more we can shift. And the more we shift, the more we come into alignment with something steady. Something that doesn't swing so wildly with every up and down. So today, wherever you are in your own rhythm, I invite you to meet it honestly. If you're in contraction, let yourself feel it without making it mean something's wrong. If you're in expansion, let yourself enjoy it without fearing it'll slip away. Both states are part of the same movement. They're not enemies. They're not punishments or rewards. They're just life moving through you. The more you can stay with both without running or grasping, the more whole you become. Not perfect, real. And maybe that's the most important thing. Love you. Connect soon.